MickLaBear Games.
Hello everybody, I'm MickLaBear and welcome to Select Memory. Here on Select Memory, every week I'm going to be getting all nostalgic, reminiscing about some of the moments in video games or video game history that have really stuck with me through the years. So join me, come along, as today's episode, our memory comes from Driver on the PlayStation 1. Developed by Reflections and published by GT Interactive, Driver released for the PlayStation 1 in June of 1999 and was received very positively, garnering scores of 8 out of 10 for Eurogamer and 9.7 from IGN. I mean, Driver review scores are to be taken with a pinch of salt, but that's a whole different can of worms and history for another day. However, in this case, I do believe the scores are justified. The game sees you take control of NYPD detective and former race driver John Tanner, as he's sent undercover to investigate a criminal enterprise. Using your skills as a getaway driver, you must work your way through a criminal underbelly, slowly stripping back the story as you go. The tagline for this one is, "You are the wheelman," and you will certainly need to be, as your driving skills will be tested to the limits in a variety of missions. There's a reason Driver is considered a PlayStation classic, and it's no surprise, it's a game that's lived long in the memory. Oh, I tell you what guys, it's hot today. I'm sweating, you might see a little sheen across the old forehead, but we'll get through it. Right, before I go any further, I just want to say Select Memory is a very informal style video. It's going to be me talking to you, getting all giddy and nostalgic about things that I love. So Driver, before I talk, if I can get the words out, about the specific memory that's brought me to Driver today, I just want to talk about the game itself and how unique it actually was at the time and probably doesn't get enough credit for what it was. You got to remember, this came out at a time where we didn't have the beautiful 3D GTAs we know and love today. This was really the first time that you got a 3D sense of what it would be like to be part of the grimy criminal underworld. So in a way, it sort of broke new ground. In terms of an actual just driving game itself, it's pretty solid, and if I was making a top 10 list for PS1 games, this would definitely be on it. I rate the game that highly. But what's the memory that's really drawn me in today? You're probably sat there thinking, it's Driver, it's gotta be the parking lot. And yeah, while that is obviously a big memory for me and for anyone who's actually played the game, I do think the parking lot is probably over-memed at this point. It's been overhyped. Yes, it's a difficult tutorial. It's not impossible. If you've got any familiarity with driving games, or even just any games really, you give it a few tries, you will get it. Probably is a little bit too difficult to start a game, personally. I'm assuming many people switched off before they even got past that, gave up, sold the game, moved on. But if you can get past that, there's a really good game behind it. I like the fact that you can sort of plot your way through to the end of the story by taking different missions on the answer phone. The music from it was great. I just like the vibe of it all, to be honest. So what's the memory? Well, it is to do with the difficulty as well. But when I think about this game, the one memory that really springs to mind is President's Run. Now, if you know, you know. President's Run is the last level in the game, and it is exactly what it sounds like. You have to get the President of the United States to safety. I think, is it to safety, or are you trying to get to the President? I can't remember, it's one or the other. Either way, it's absolute carnage and chaos. It's a fairly long run through the city. The police are all over you. Very, very aggressive. I've had moments where I've attempted this and they've pinned me up against a building. Another car's come in. The physics of the game have completely broken. My car's gone flying up into the air, like straight up. We're talking like above skyscraper sort of level. And obviously that was the end of that run. It's so frustrating and so good at the same time because it tests absolutely everything that you've learned during the game so far. Like, a lot of the other missions, you can wandangle? Is wandangle a word? Fandangle? You can wing it, right? You can pull some little tricks, and you can make your way through most of the missions without sort of dealing with the problem head on, if that makes sense. In President's Run, there's none of that. You've got to hit this run perfect, because you take damage like you wouldn't believe. It's like your car is made of glass. How aggressive the AI is just unbelievable. And like I say, it's a long run. It's a few minutes. It's not easy. And going back to do it now and play it now, you realise that the controls are not quite as tight and as smooth as driving physics today. It's difficult, but would it stop me going back and playing it? Absolutely not. That's my memory from Driver, President's Run, and how insanely difficult it was. More difficult than the parking lot, and I'm dying on that hill. So guys, I'd love to hear from you. Have you played Driver? Did you make it to President's Run? How difficult did you find it? I'd love to know. Leave a comment down below. I've been MickLaBear, this has been Select Memory, and hopefully I will see you next